Heyo! How we doing today, everybody? Hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. We're back today playing some Astroneer on It's Pickle Games. But seriously, hope everyone's having a good weekend. And yeah, sorry, we're streaming a little bit late today. But yeah, so Sarah, you're already gonna we're streaming a little bit later today. I was updating Picklebot with stuff and I got a little carried away. It's my fault. But Picklebot has a load of new commands and new whatchamacallit. He's been fine-tuned, and there's a lot of new commands which people will see and be able to try it out. And also commands to discover. We've added some personalized commands for some of our regular It's Pickle Games, viewers who are in the bride. As you can see, Sarah just used hers if you're looking in the chat. And yeah, and if you have any questions about it, feel free to ask and let me know. But otherwise, we're gonna kick it off with some Astroneer today. And yeah, we I was trying to think. By the way, so Sarah, so you see like that hello command you did? That's an actual command now. Hey, how's it going, John? There you go. Wow, you found yours right away. I hope you're having a good Saturday, John. Thanks for coming by and stopping by. Let's load up some Astroneer here. All right. Well, actually, you know what? I should do the Pickle Down rundown before we actually get into the gameplay here, right? Because it's like once you get it going, it's just going to keep going. So anyway, for anyone who has not seen or played Astroneer before, here's a little brief for you, or just a reminder in case you were curious. This is the Pickle Down rundown. Astroneer is a sandbox adventure game developed by System Era Softworks, SES. The game was released through early access December 16th December 2016 before a full release in 2019. Astroneer is set during the 25th century's intergalactic age of discovery, where astroneers explore the frontiers of outer space, risking their lives in harsh environments to unearth rare discoveries and unlock the mysteries of the universe. Players can work together to build custom bases and vehicles and use terrain to create anything they can imagine. A player's creativity and ingenuity are the key to thriving on exciting planetary adventures. Also, we learned from one of our pickles, Anton, who joined us for the last Astroneer stream, that this game is the only video game with NASA in the credits, which is pretty cool. So it's really like, I don't know, it's not like obviously not 100% scientifically accurate, but it feels like close there. It feels like you're actually learning about science when you're playing the game, which is pretty cool. The tagline for the game, of course, a game of aerospace industry and interplanetary and exploration. So, without further ado, let's boot up Harry's world. Last time that we left off here, we were on the moon, which is where we are now. And we got some of these pawns, these chess pieces. So we have Wolframite, which is the big thing that we need to get by coming here. Here, actually, let me boost up a little bit. There you go, that should be better. So we needed Wolframite, which is all this stuff. Yeah, and this will turn into tungsten. And then once we get that tungsten, we can make a chemistry lab, which will be a big step for us. And hence the name of the video is a quote by our very dear Bill Nye the Science Guy. Science rules, because we're really going to be working with science today is the plan. And of course, I mentioned Bill Nye, and Sarah's probably going to mention how she read Bill Nye the Science Guy's book and how she loves Bill Nye the Science Guy. It's usually a cue. It's like if you mention it, Sarah will appear and then begin to discuss it. I'm just teasing, but it did seem like a very interesting book. Okay, so we have all this Wolframite here. We have enough stuff for a trip back. What is this? Large platform B. I think we're pretty set up here. I might just get some more wolframite just in case. But I think we're pretty good because of all this that we got last time. Bill Nye is a gem. His book was delightful, of course. You learn to remember so much about evolution. Also, he does a great job dunking on creationists, which is always fun. I guess so. Can't go wrong with that, can you? We got 5 minutes left on this research. I'd love to put in this research before we go. So what we will do then is we'll definitely get a little more wolframite. We have our solar panel here, which we brought with us, which actually sustained us pretty well. This has been a relatively successful moon base. Oh, you know, wasn't there like some stuff in some baskets? Did we get that stuff like on this cliffside? Or it might not have been this cliffside. No, that's the mine. What do I know what Bill Nye's PhD is in? No, what's Bill Nye's PhD in? Oh, we got some rewards. Mechanical engineering. Hey, the more you know. Bill Nye's PhD is in mechanical engineering. I mean, he's just a general science guy too, you know what I mean? I'm sure he has a general science undergrad. Oh, we get a medium storage for completing this. Smeltering hot. It's not mechanical engineering? He might not have a PhD? Well, like, I mean, he's not Bill Nye the professor guy. He's Bill Nye the science guy. Yeah, Bachelor of Science. That's general science. That's more of like a Bill Nye vibe, you know what I mean? But he's generally perceived as a scientific expert. He worked for Boeing for years and years. You know, if he worked for NASA, I would have asked Anton if he knew him. Research samples appear naturally in floor and rock. So this is, we get 3 tethers. All right, cool. Take 3 tethers. Refined tungsten from wolframite. Journey to DeSolo or Calidor to locate wolframite. You get a medium generator and a floodlight. I almost want to unlock some of the stuff back on our home planet, because that's where we're going to go. It's just that that's where our base is. So like we have a QT RTG there, and we're not going to have an RTG here anytime soon. So I'd rather just go back. Oh, according to Wikipedia, Bill Nye the Science Guy applied to be an astronaut 4 times and wasn't accepted. # send Bill Nye to space. Oh, poor guy. He really tried. That's like they tell you when you're little, like, you know, aim your goals to be really high, and then if you don't quite reach it, you'll be here and you'll, you know, still be successful. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that was literally what they said. They said aim to be an astronaut, and then if you end up being, you know, in the control room, that's not so bad. I don't think we really need that large storage, but I might as well set it up, right? There's no copper on the moon, so I can't get more solar panels. Oh, you know what? I would love a large printer. Do I have a large printer? Yes, I do. Small shutters. So I need silicone for that. You know what? How many bits do we need to make a... Oh, shredder. To make a, whatchamacallit? Chemistry lab. Chemistry lab, here you go. Oh, okay, so we can make a chemistry lab. And then once we do that, we can make plastic maybe, and then we can make an atmospheric condenser, which should be our plan. So we'll buy this for the chemistry lab. Ceramic, glass, tungsten. Do we have ceramic and glass here? Oh, we should. We have quartz. You know what? Why don't we build a chemistry lab here first on the large platform, and then if we kind of run into anything, we'll go and build one back at our home planet. But why not here? You know what I mean? All right, let's carry this around. All right, we'll put this guy right here. let's go like right. I don't want to put it too close to the large printer. I want that to be able to print stuff. So like down here is fine. And then we'll go and we have, let's turn this quartz into glass. Oh, we have tungsten here. Oh, you know, before we research that, let's research this guy. There we go. Very cool, very nice. All right, that's turning into glass. We'll have some glass because we melted that quartz down. And then we need to have some ceramic. No, we already have ceramic, okay. So let's get that on our person. Let's get this glass. Nope, we're out of power, we're dead. More Bill Nye drama, always. We're here to learn about science just as much as we already learned about Bill Nye the Science Guy, Sarah. All right, let's see. We're filling up our batteries again. These batteries, they're helping us definitely with our energy consumption when there's no sun. So the next thing that I needed to do was I have the tungsten. Oh, so I can just build it straight up, can't I? With this medium printer. I can build a chemistry lab now, yeah. Chem lab. He was married to an oboist named Blair Tyndall in 2006, but after 7 weeks, the marriage was declared invalid and then annulled. They have never revealed why. Okay, that's Bill Nye drama. Are they still together, or are they not? Look, I'm not looking to pry into Bill Nye's personal life. You know, I got some respect there. I'm not trying to. Just wishing him happiness. Ah, no power. Where's the sun? It's like going a little bit and then no. I think I might have like one wind turbine hooked up and there's no wind here, but like maybe just a very little bit. And that's why. Okay. We're still researching this. That's got 2 minutes left. Filling up our batteries. Here it is. Let's unpack. No, unpack right here. There you go. And this is a chemistry lab. Very nice. Ding. Okay, so what can we do with this? With organic and resin, we can make rubber. Oh, cool. With carbon and compound, we can make plastic. Aluminum and copper, we can make aluminum alloy. Tungsten and carbon, tungsten carbide. Oh, man. I don't even know 100% what we need all these things for, but this is awesome. Graphene, hydrazine. Hydrazine you probably need for a, whatchamacallit. What do you need hydrazine for? Well, I mean, what do you need to make hydrazine? You probably need an atmospheric condenser, which is one of the next things that we need. But today, I would like to take a trip to the center of our original home planet. Maybe even a trip to the center of the moon could be pretty cool. But in order to do that, we're going to have to build some large rovers. Oh, so Bill Nye got a restraining order because she did some crazy stuff. Okay. All right. No, it's okay. I don't mind the Bill Nye drop, but I don't know. That's kind of bizarre that she did all that stuff. That's crazy. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of information we don't know there. You know what I mean? All right, so I have some wind power on me. Oh, I have a Jasper Knight. Let me dump this off. Definitely some fascinating stuff there. Do we need zinc for anything? No. Oh, what? I want to build a large rover. Large rover. EXO chips. Can I build a medium rover? Is that what I need? Buggy. I'm pretty sure I had a large rover like in my previous game, but you did need EXO chips. How do you get EXO chips again? You gotta blow up the things on the compass, right? Where's the compass? So you have to blow them up with dynamite. How do you make dynamite? Alright, so we need to make dynamite too in order to make the rover. So let's see how to make dynamite. Maybe it's a small printer type thing. Dynamite, explosive powder. Okay. How do we get explosive powder? This might be a wiki thing. How do you make explosive powder in Astroneer? Oh, there you go. Top result. You need an atmospheric condenser. Okay, so no large rover anymore without an atmospheric condenser, unfortunately. All right, so maybe our next step is not to go to the center of the Earth. It's to build an atmospheric condenser. And so what do we need for an atmospheric condenser? So we need more bits. We need plastic, glass, and iron. So we have iron. So let's get bits and we'll build an atmospheric condenser. And what do we need for plastic? Carbon and compound. Oh, that's easy. However, can we get carbon from the moon? I wonder if there's any carbon on here. There has to be some carbon, right? Carbon is anything that's like plant-based. Will like you can turn that into carbon. So that might only be on our original planet, unless I'm mistaken, and there is carbon here, which I would love to be mistaken. I'd love to have carbon on the moon, and we could just do this here. That's zinc. I don't think we have any carbon here. We have some aluminum. What were those tethers that I had earlier? Well, I'll just make some more. The book does not go into any of the Bill Nye drama. I imagine he doesn't want to talk about that. He wrote the book, right? All right, let's build some tethers. All right, cool. So we got tethers. Let me do a quick look for carbon. Oh, what am I doing? Let's go right here. Any plant life here? Oh, that looks kind of like plant life down there. Oh, what's this? EXO catch. Oh, so we need the dynamite for this. Okay. Right, that stuff might have carbon in it. No, I don't think so. No. I probably just ruined the spawn of that thing. Oh, that's carbon. There we go. Hey, plant life. Perfect. Yeah, so we'll be able to turn this organic matter into carbon. Let's go back over here. Awesome. So let's get some carbon from this. Up there. Cool. All right, that should be good for now. So we need to get the chip that's inside of that crate in order to build a rover. In order to do that, we need to get dynamite. In order to build dynamite, you need an atmospheric condenser. In order to build an atmospheric condenser, you need the carbon. So we have the carbon, and we have a goal. We're gonna progress towards that today, I think. And then we can really do some exploring. Or maybe we'll just go to another planet, who knows. Alright, let's build plastic. Oh, I need to smelt this stuff into carbon. Alright, we're using up all our battery stuff. Let's see if this lasts. I don't know if we're going to make it. It's nighttime. We might not have enough energy. We have to wait another minute. Anyway, I hope everything's going great for you guys. Not too much to report lately. Everything's going good. Oh, you know what? I wanted to say to hit anyone who likes any sort of pirate games or anything like that. Be excited. We're gonna maybe do some pirate games in the future. I think it was a National. Sarah knows. Like National Pirate Day or something like that is next month. So we'll see what we do with that. Yes, we do love pirates here. So we're gonna be doing some pirate things. Carbon oh, I don't have any compound. I turned into tethers, didn't I? Throw that up there. Let's grab some soil here. Let's grab this soil. I'm gonna run out of oxygen. Give me soil. Ooh. I'll take that. Sorry, I just don't want to run out of oxygen. Just focus in here. There we go. Okay, nice. Ugh. All right, so anyway, what was I saying? We're gonna be playing some pirate stuff. So get excited for that. And if you have some pirate games, you know, we might be playing some of your favorite pirate games. There is one pirate game in particular that is like the best. If you know what it is, you know what it is. You know what I mean? But there's some other really good ones, especially like modern ones. There's some really good multiplayer ones. But we'll see what we'll play. If you know, you know. September 19th is National Pirate Day. That's what it is. So maybe there'll be a stream September 19th. I mean, I think that's a Friday. Is an off day for us, but we might be on that day. Cough. Sid Meier's cough. It's a Sunday. All right, so maybe we'll be streaming on a Sunday. We'll see. Actually, no, probably not, because I have soccer on the Sunday. That Sunday, don't I? But we'll definitely be streaming around then. Well, okay, there's some news. I signed up for a soccer league, so that'll be a lot of fun. I haven't played soccer in a long, long time. Or maybe we'll stream that night. Who knows? Because I think I will be around that night after the game. I don't know. We'll see. That'll probably be a last minute thing, honestly. But then we'll do a pirate stream before that on either that Saturday or that Friday. Usually on Saturdays, because that is when we are scheduled. But Friday is kind of an alternate day in case we're not able to stream on Saturday. But, you know. Okay, getting more bits from that. We need the bits so we can buy the atmospheric condenser. We have carbon. We have all this stuff. We need compound. Oh, we don't have enough soil. Thought we did. It's just kind of... Oh, there's compound here. Maybe there's some residual. Or not. Oh, compound. We won't even need the soil if we get this. Hey, we got it. But me and Sarah played Sea of Thieves last night, which was very fun. Along with Jamer, of course. He's like so much better at that game than we are, but I'm just really into the fishing, to be honest. But a pirate's life is still for me, you know what I mean? They added that official Pirates of the Caribbean DLC to Sea of Thieves, which we tried out. It was okay so far. Nothing to write home about quite yet. Yeah, it kept saying dead men tell no tales like every 5 seconds when you're going. It's almost like you're going through like the actual Pirates of the Caribbean ride in the beginning of that mission, like the one at Disney World, but in the game. And I mean, it's kind of cool, like you're figuring some stuff out, but it just kept going over and over again. This one guy was saying, dead men tell no tales, like 15 times in an hour exactly. we were like, but we expected it, and then we were like quoting it by the time that we would like say it along with it by the time that it was finishing up. Okay, we have compound now. Let's build some plastic. Ooh, we're cooking with chemistry. So this is how chemistry works. Wow, it's like a ventilator. With that little slinky mechanism. Otherwise, it looks kind of like an oven. Oh, so this is chemistry. You get a cheese grater right on this side. Along with a tank, obviously. It's probably got some petroleum or oxygen, depending on your circumstance. Plastic! Hey, we got plastic. Oh, look at that. Look how cool that looks, that plastic. Very plasticky. All right, now we need to build an atmospheric condenser. Used to collect atmospheric resources from planets. Okay. So can we build dynamite here? What, all right, we'll see if we can get the gas, I guess. Let's just build it. Why not? We'll have one on every planet, I assume, is kind of the goal. Okay, so we have plastic, we need glass, and we need iron. Where's that quartz? Quartz, there's the glass. Now we need iron. Which we should have some. And there's a mine right over there if we need it. No, aluminum. Oh, you know what? We probably need to... Do we need to make iron? Like, what's... That's right, I have aluminum, not iron. Oh, is iron a different thing that we need? Oh no, where do we got to get iron from? Okay. Wiki time. Iron. Astroneer. Oh yeah, we definitely don't have iron yet. It's made from hematite. Okay. Let's see what planet has hematite. Can we look in this game? How would we look? Planets. All right, Sylvia. So hematite. So there's no atmosphere anyway here, so we wouldn't get anything. Okay. Notable resources. We need hematite. Ooh, Novus. Hematite and lithium. Okay. So I think we need to go to Novus and get that iron, and then we'll build an atmospheric condenser. So we're going to go to a new planet. We've been to the moon, but we haven't been to an entirely new planet before. Oh, Atrox. Jeez, that planet looks scary. All right, so what's Novus? Novus is thin atmosphere, forested, and cratered. Hazards are medium. The sun is high and the wind is high. Okay. So we need a pack, and we need to go to Novus. All right. So let's make some graphite so we can pack some things up. I need a soil centrifuge, which is you. That's a large printer. Okay, I don't know what anything is. This is the soil centrifuge. Okay. So we need graphite. And we'll pack some things up. All right, so what are we going to take with us that's going to be the most essential? Probably all this wolframite we're going to need. We're not going to need this organic material. This can chill out here. We're probably not going to need this plastic now, but we'll leave that here. We have a small wind thing. Wind will be a reliable source of energy for that planet. Right, wasn't it Novus? Let's take a look at Novus again. So we can just look at resources and see what makes what. Okay, so hematite. Yeah, so this is all here in the game now. This is nice. This didn't used to be like this, so my first instinct wasn't even to look here. So you have your composite resources. Like we just made plastic, which is a composite. You make those in the chemistry lab. Atmospheric, you get from the atmospheric condenser. Refined, you refine those resources in that smelting furnace. And these are natural resources which you find naturally. So we're going to use the graphite, and we're going to pack things up. And we're going to take them to Novus, where we're going to be able to get hematite, which we can then turn into iron. Okay. Oh, but you know what? One thing I wanted to look at there was planets. Where? So what can we get on Novus? So only lithium and hematite. Medium hazards. It's going to be found in caves. So you're really not going to be able to get solar from there. Like, I wonder if I just take this solar panel with us. But honestly, then if I come back here, we're going to be screwed. But am I really going to need to come back to the moon? I mean, I guess I'm going to want to explore more here. There's just a lot to decide here. But we'll definitely grab some of this wolframite. So let's throw this canister off to the side. Okay. You know, what else can we make with wolframite? Besides, those are the essentials. We have an EXO request platform, resin ceramic. A special rocket used to trade requested items for EXO gear and cosmetics during designated time windows. Interesting. Maybe that's worth getting. You need copper for this. For the... Oh, you know what? For the large wind turbine, we can use aluminum alloy. And then we can make that. What do you need to make aluminum alloy? Aluminum and copper. Okay, well, we don't have any copper. Damn, okay. And then what do you need to make the bigger rocket? To make the big rocket. Small shuttle was 2 aluminum. You need aluminum alloy and ceramic. So let's go back to Earth with our wolframite. And our plastic. We're not Earth, Sylvia, whatever it's called. And then we're gonna upgrade some of our gear, and then we're gonna take we're gonna get a more prepared trip for when we go to Novus. That's gonna be our best bet. So I'm just gonna grab all the wolframite I can. We can leave the wind turbine. I don't need this. Tethers, we can leave those. Just take wolframite, because we can't get that resource there. And they had plastic, which we're going to be able to get plenty of plastic there once we have the wolframite. You know, take 1 aluminum too. Okay. This oxygenator does not need to come with us. I stand corrected. We now have no oxygen. Now that's not there. Okay, so we need to build a platform for the oxygenator, put that down, and then we're good to go. Is that okay? Stand corrected. Let's build a medium platform B. We need 2 resin, which we have. Resin. Resin. All right, let's build that medium platform B. All right, again, so game plan is we're going to go with this. All right, so let's put this oxygenator down right there. Unpack it. Oops. There we go. Okay. So we'll leave this here. Everything will stay up and running. Perfect. Perfecto. Put that right, like, over here. Cool. And now we'll grab a medium storage. Is that the only medium storage we have? All right, let's too much wolframite. Put this down for a second. Grab this canister. Get some soil. Yeah, let's destroy this. Ooh, there's some stuff to research over there. Let's go get some soil and we'll bring that back. There's a research item. Scan this. Don't want to get too close to these things or we'll die again. Here we go. Oh, resin. That's what we need. Okay, this will save us some time. Get some resin. We'll bring this back. Whew. And we'll get on out of here. Making progress, you know it. Let's go put this in the thing. So that'll get researched. We have resin. Let's make a medium storage. Medium storage. We only have one resin. The other resin's still over there. That's right. We're gonna go get it. This game is just about progress. You know what I mean? I'd say that's about like 90% of this game is just making progress with stuff. I did not get stabbed by the mushrooms again. That's only happened once. I've only ever gotten stabbed by the mushrooms one time. All right, medium storage, perfect. So we're gonna pack up everything that we're gonna take with us on this medium storage. And then we're gonna put that in the rocket. Get stabbed. Oh, one more time before we leave, I need to get stabbed. Okay, maybe. Maybe as a send off, and so we'll always have a memory of the moon. Can leave this oxygenator here. Take this plastic with us. Let's take wolframite with us. All right, we can get stabbed one more time. We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's just take some wolframite that's on our person. Oop. And we'll put it here. What else is worth bringing back with us? What's like kind of like complicated and we can package up into a relatively small package? things that we can package up into a small package or resource. Like it's just the wolframite is the one thing that we can't get. So maybe we just actually bring back a crap ton of wolframite. I'm tempted to grab a little bit of aluminum for convenience sake, but the wolframite's going to be the number one thing that we need because we can get laterite or aluminum or aluminium when we're back down on our home planet. That's resin. Anemone. No, I haven't gotten the slide achievement yet. We will get that eventually. I guess I could build this to go a little farther, maybe. Laterite over there. I swear there was more wolframite around here. Wasn't like immediately down here. There's like wolframite right here. Yes, let me gather some resources and then I'll get stabbed by the scary mushroom. There it is, okay. Why'd it get so dark? Is that just me? Just got way darker. My headlamps turned. Oh, did I run out of power? Oh. Oh, and I have nothing on me to power my suit. Oh. You know what? I just always kind of subconsciously had like something on me that powered me. So I just used up all the power. Okay. Alright, no big deal. We'll be fine. I mean, I can't see, but we'll be fine. What is that? Like ray of sun? That was weird. Very observant. Good shout that my headlamps turned off. I didn't even notice. Oh, okay. We're good. We're at the point where we can no longer carry any more of this stuff. I got you, boo. Alright, cool. Let's get this wolframite and we'll get out of here. Back to, what does it say? Sylvie? What happened to these tethers? Oh, you know what? This is too smooth. That's what happened. Be nice just to grab a little bit of like iron or something. Or not iron, aluminum. Oh, I didn't turn this thing off, did I? I'll take this one thing. And we'll see if we have any more over there. I think we have another piece over there. Aluminum. Nice and sunny out. Let's get this aluminum. Oh, we have some over here. Okay. I think we're filled up. We are filled up on wolframite and aluminum. And we're going to take this back to base. Mission accomplished. Excuse me? Okay. All right. Mechanics, let's get that right this time. There we go. And we're good to go in there. All right, I think we should be good. Medium storage, medium generator, bytes. Ooh, let's get the bytes. All right, let's get out of here. We're gonna launch to another planet. Bye, Moon. Oh, I didn't get stabbed. Oh, it's okay. We'll get killed by something else back home, Sarah. I'm so sorry. I didn't even think of it. I was just thinking about holding my resources on my person. I didn't want to die while I had all my resources on me. Don't worry. We'll go back. We'll go back eventually. All right. Let's go to Sylvie. Am I pronouncing that right? Sylvie? I don't know. Increase and decrease speed. Oh. Oh, isn't she pretty? Oh, these are all the places we can land. I want to land back at my home base. Very beautiful. The purple mountains and all that stuff. Oh, there's a home base over there. Okay, let's go back home. Yay, we're home. We're back. Oh, I missed you, Auto Arm. And all this. Oh, it's been so long. All right. Guys, I brought home some wolframite as souvenirs for all you. And by all you, I mean, you know, I didn't smelt any of this, I guess. Oh, no, why? Auto Arm, you grabbed my wolframite. Don't take things when I don't want you to take them. Let's go back to put this on here. No! Stop grabbing my wolframite. Bad Auto Arm. Only grab it once it's tungsten. Oh, that's right. I don't have my solar here anymore because it's at the moon. I didn't really want to bring that back here because I can get copper here technically. We might need to get some copper before we leave and really get some good solar panels. That would be very, very nice. All right, we're working on that tungsten. All right, so this is just gonna keep going. We'll throw the aluminum up here on the wall of resources. wolframite here. I don't think we have any use for just wolframite in its raw form. But we'll keep some of it in the raw form just in case. Because I'm not 100% sure. Oh, let's get this. All right, real quick, let's go and look for copper with the buggy. We got the compass. What's that purple checkpoint? There's some graphite here. You know what? I'm gonna make a bridge using the tool. Oh, you know what? I don't have a soil canister, do I? Okay. Well, I have some resin here. I can make one. I was a little closer to falling off the cliff than I would have liked. Small canister. You love the little buggy? Oh, me too. It's cute. It's nice when you want to get around somewhere, you know, quickly. Okay. So that's a rudimentary bridge. Let's see if I can, like, do something like... like this. Oh, that was so good. Just eat out this soil, and then we'll use it for our own purposes over here. Oh, am I running out of oxygen? Back to the buggy. Oh, no. That's not what I wanted. There we go. A nice bridge. Okay. It's very nice. And we got a bridge. All right, so copper's only going to be in mountains, right? So we really got to look for some mountains. Like that. That's where copper might be. Copper! Hey! We got some. Alright, well, don't tell me that was it. Yeah, it's all like inside of here. Nice. Mix a little green and brown colors. Oh, so it's only gonna be like up there, huh? Not a very deep supply of copper, apparently, here. I was very excited. TOR.com. What's TOR.com off the top of my head? I'm not putting that together. Oh, the publisher, okay. The review of the Bad Batch. What's the review of the Bad Batch? Oh, and like the Ranker episode? Yeah, I mean, that was a very, like, Creature of the Week type episode, you know what I mean? Like, another mission, another day. It had that whole kind of like, it did that for a while in the middle. And here's this thing. I flipped this buggy so many times. Oh, no! Damn it. Oh, gotta dig our way out. Oh, F, that's an F. F's in the chat, jeez. Alright, let's get out of here. Not the end of the world, but certainly not good. Alright, let's see. We have to dig away this. Oh, we're in a nice little pocket here. Oh, great. Alright. Oh, no. Ah. Oh, I made it worse. There we go. All right, we're working on it. We're working on it. Okay. Okay. We gotta dig this out. That's better. We will get through this. Come on. Enter. All right, now we go up to the right. And then we go up here. And then we come out. We come out. Right there. Can I build a crane or something? I don't think you can build cranes. Oh. God, okay. We did it. So that's a ravine over there. So let's avoid that area. You always just gotta dig your way out, you know what I mean? What's really nice is when you get the large rover, and you could put drills on the front of your rover, and then you could just kind of like dig in and out of any situation. This buggy is so like flip prone. Graphite, not copper. I don't think I see any copper around here. At least none that is obvious. Which big purple thing? The big thing with the glowing light in the sky over there? Or was there like an item? The thing with the light in the sky is pretty cool. I've never actually figured out how to work with those. But I think you have to power them or something. Like, do I have to dig through the mountain, maybe? Might be my only choice here, really. So I'm just not seeing any copper. Just like carve out the face of the mountain, looking for copper. I've never had this much difficulty finding it before. But usually if there's like a deposit, there's like a big deposit, you know what I mean? Maybe I just leave this mountain and go to a different one. It's buggy. Yeah, no, Sarah, it's preseason. So they start the backups usually. I wouldn't be too worried. Nagy set into the season? Oh, wow. Never mind then. How do you feel about that? They need to see who, Justin Fields or Andy Dalton? Oh, there's more mountains over there. Maybe that'll be more successful for us. Ooh, copper here. So they only did it because Mitch Trubisky lit up the Bears today. Yeah, I just beat the Packers. I saw that. Well, I saw that they were winning at least. Nice copper. I'm out of power. All right, it's charging me up. Apparently there's more copper here. You'll leave the stream. Don't test you. I'm sorry, Sarah. It's too easy sometimes, you know what I mean? No, I'm kidding. How are we looking copper-wise? 2. We have 2. 2 things of copper. Great. No, 3. Okay. We have 3. It's not horrible. I don't really need this organic. All this work, I hope to get some more. You know what? Can I build a pathway down? There we go. I'll make it so we can bring the buggy down here. Nice. Learning that, like how to make ramps like that was super helpful. Nice, here we are. That's organic. Any copper. There's copper here. I like how it tells you when you're gonna get copper, like on your little thing. It tells you if there's a material there that you can farm. Like here, like see, it has a little copper indicator, that little star, malachite. So it tells you where it is. I think that might be it for here. Okay. On to a new location. So we have some. How much room do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots. I think we can find one more copper deposit around here. Oh my god. I hate this. These rocks. Oh, I can't go anywhere with this buggy over these rocks here. I'm gonna have to like excavate all this stuff. Okay. Excuse me. Y'all need to go. Goodbye. I'm forgiven, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sarah, have you tried the new game? Picklebot should he goes around with one of those messages. No, there's more. It's the let's play a game command. Just so you know. Did I add let's play a game? Yeah, I did to there. Thunder. Is that the hurricane's supposed to be rolling in tonight, right? Into New York area? Yeah, tonight. All right, let's see. Copper. Hello, any copper? Ooh, what's this? That's ammonium, and this is debris. I'll grab that. Those power cells. Really nothing else here. We don't have a scrapper or anything yet, so debris isn't particularly useful to us quite this second. Also, it's good to know we can find copper in these purple mountains. Wow, there's so much vegetation here. It's like peacock trees. Oh, this is an EXO thing we can blow up. I didn't bring any dynamite, though. Oh, and we got some stuff here. Salt debris. I don't see anything useful here. Small battery. Nice. This looks bigger than a small battery. You got it? Oh, you did well. You did well. Into the best you could do, but you did well. Like, could there be more to the game? Maybe. But who's to say? Let's see. That should be good. Is this tree just growing in the middle of this? Oh, oh, you know what? Dynamite. We can use this for that EXO crate over there. Alright, I think we're good for now. We'll go back. Right here. The EXO crate. Hold to detonate. Oh, we're going to detonate some dynamite. All right, let's go. Ready? I don't want to be too close. What's the farthest I could get away? Oh, we're going to detonate it. Oh, okay. Sarah, you can give a countdown if you want to. Give a countdown. Go ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. Oh! EXO chip. No, don't fall, don't fall. We need you, we need you. Oh, I'm running low on oxygen. Go back to the buggy. Big boom. That was an explosion. Rather satisfying explosion, I'll say. I'll take it. Oh, so we got the EXO chip, so maybe we can build a big rover. It's all just debris. You know what? I think we can build a big rover. See if we can build that before we log off today. Oh, you know what? There's another EXO crate over here, and we have more dynamite. Here's the crate. All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Wow, oh, that dynamite all turned into all this organic and carbon, or not carbon, compound into like raw materials. It's pretty cool. So it's a useful excavating tool as well. Where did I park? Oh, there's wind power here. All right, where did I park? There. Is there anything I don't need? I have all these EXO chips, which is great now. I don't really need these power cells. Take this wind power. Or power cells. There's the buggy. All right, let's go home. There's home. Just be careful that there's no craters. Hey, we got some tethers. And we're back. Woo! All right, so what do we need for that big rover again? Oh, so we have everything to make the large rover. Oh, that's great. We just need bytes or bits. Let's go over here. Malachite, let's turn this into copper. All right, cool. We got 3 of them. Malachite and wolframite look very similar in their raw forms. So that's malachite. And that's wolframite. I mean, I guess I see the difference. Like they're like reverse of each other with the brown and the green. But they're pretty similar. All right, cool. So I'll take the copper. Let's make an aluminum alloy. But in order to do that, we need a chemistry lab. We haven't made a chemistry lab, have we? No. Well, that's something to do. Chemistry lab. We need tungsten, glass, and ceramic. I don't know if we have glass. Oh, we have quartz. Gotta make a chemistry lab. So we'll turn that into glass. We definitely have some ceramic. We have tungsten. Right, we have ceramic, don't we? Ceramic, hello. No, we might not. Okay, well in that case, we're in luck because we have enough for the things for the soil centrifuge. Enough soil. Okay, or I can just pick up the soil centrifuge and completely remove it from where it's supposed to go. That's another viable tactic. No, not getting there. Things are too close together. I need to make clay. Science rules after all. We're making progress. We're making progress. I'd love to make a rover. Now that we can do that, and maybe we can do that center of the Earth thing, and then from there we can move on to Novus, depending on when we play again. Because we'll see, we got pirate stuff coming up, but we'll definitely try to work in Astroneer more in there. Because this game, it's so relaxing, and you kind of just pick up from wherever. So we'll have this universe going, this save. And this will definitely be something that we'll pop in and out of and go back to, especially for like chill Saturday type of streams. The more that we do, but we do have some scheduling changes coming up with different work schedules, and Sarah's got some stuff that might be going on Tuesdays now, so maybe we'll do some Stardew Valley streams on Saturdays. But we're pretty flexible, we're pretty open in the open to whatever. We're up in the air, go with the flow. That's I don't know. That's our MO. Just trying to chill out, have a good time. Oh, I hate when the power gets like this. All right, I'll take that clay. Am I full? Oh, with these EXO chips. Let's take these chips and move them right here. Oh, 1 second. I'm going to sneeze. Heads up. Oh, it's not going to come now. Oh, it... Achoo! Woo! Thank you. My sneezes are getting progressively louder and louder as I get older. It's a sad fact of life. I tried to mute that one a little bit. I don't want to blow anyone's ears out, but as time moves on, the sneezes are not getting any better. So let's build that chemistry lab now. We should be able to. Oh no, do we have a... We need glass, right? Was it glass? Glass. Chem lab. Then we're gonna get some more soil, I think, is our next step. So that we can build a soil, with the soil centrifuge we can get some resin to make a platform. Unless there's resin over here, isn't there? I believe there's resin over here. Or there was. Yeah, right here. One. No, we need resin, not organic. You know which resource you farm because each different type of resource makes a different type of sound when you form a block of it or a cylinder of it. Well, when you get enough to make like a definitive, chunk of that resource, you'll hear a little tone, and for each resource it's different, which is a nice little touch. Like resin has more of that like fuller like dun type of sound. I wonder if they're like intentionally like different like musical notes. You know what I mean? Different pitch notes so you can identify which is which. Chemistry lab. We'll have our chem lab like over here, I think. That'll be good. You can see how long it has left, right? Or no? Oh, you know what? Let's we can claim those rewards as well from our landing pad. Arm yourself. Large extended platform. Large extended, and you get a schematic for a large extended platform. Print an auto arm. Store a resource with an auto arm. Cool. Medium generator and a floodlight. Schematic. Now we just get a medium storage for this. I'll take all these gifts. Large extended medium platform. Oh, this must be like designed for automation or something. Oh, look at that. It's got a little conveyor belt on it. Huh. Well, we'll have to try this out. I have no idea what this actually does. All right, well, let's unpack it. Like that. What does this do? An extended platform. So it's just like this platform, but extended. Huh. I wonder how this benefits you in automation. Well, we'll dive into that another time. We're building the rover first. Where do we want it? Over there? No, we want it like right here, right? Yeah, chemistry lab can go right here. Let's get this plug going there. Chem lab. Unlock this. And we have a chemistry lab. Now we need to make aluminum alloy. Oh, there's so many cool things we can make with this now. I wonder if we have the stuff to make plastic. We got carbon and we got compound. Nice, we can make plastic too. Aluminum alloy, very cool. Oops. Plastic, carbon. Oh no, I don't have carbon. I have just an organic matter plant. That's carbon. Make plastic. I think you can use plastic to make rubber too. Oh, so we need bytes. We need like 1,500 bytes. So maybe we can take our tractor on a mission. We'll get some stuff. Unless there's some stuff that spawned around here which we can grab quickly. Yeah, like here, there's some stuff. No, nothing under there for us to grab. That's nothing, no. Ooh, that looks like something. Alright, so we'll get some bits from those. About halfway oxygen. And we'll grab this. Can never have too many bits. Alright, here's the research chamber. Grab that. Right, here's a plastic. So what else can we make? Tungsten carbide with some carbon and tungsten. Graphene with hydrazine and graphite. Diamond with graphene and graphene. You can make diamonds. Oh, how cool is that? In order to make hydrazine, you need to have ammonium, and then fuel. Diamonds for Haley, exactly. This is how you make diamonds for Haley. So in order to make silicone, you need resin and quartz and fuel, which is methane. So we need to get methane gas, which is why we need the atmospheric condenser. So carbon, and then sulfur makes explosive powder, which makes the dynamite. Okay. So organic and resin will make rubber. And that's all the stuff that you can make without gas, pretty much. How many bits will this get us? 446 bits. That's not quite enough for what we need. We have to go. Actually, I have some things to throw in there afterwards. Or sorry, not bits, bytes. Bits and bytes. Let's get some tethers so we could extend this and do a little more research on these things. There we go, tethers. Let's see. Oh, we'll grab this. Hey, Ice Ninja, how's it going? Hope you're having a good Saturday. Welcome to the stream. Playing Astroneer, trying to get some more. We need bytes. We're on a byte shortage right now, so we can get a large rover. And then our plan is to go to the center of the Earth. You have a question? What's going on? Let's see. We got this big apple. Also glad it's good. Or that's going good. Cool. How much longer do we have on this? Got another 3 minutes. About 300 bytes to go, and then we have. So that'll put us at 4,000. We need 5,000 for the large rover. Do you know of any multiplayer servers on this game? You just haven't been wanting to play with people. I know there are servers. I actually haven't played on servers myself. I've only done private games like with people. You know what I mean? But there's definitely going to be like I know you can make a server. People like buy servers and have you can. I'm pretty sure you can pay to have like designated server space and then have your own server. Just kind of like a Minecraft, type of vibe. With that, Minecraft's the only other game that I know that does that off the top of my head. But if you want to play with people, there's definitely Reddits and Discords and all that type of stuff. I don't have this game open to multiplayer per se right this second, but you can always have a game open to multiplayer as well, and even take your world and open it up to multiplayer and have people join like that. But that's generally how you'd actually play with people. But I haven't done the server method before, which does exist, but I've mainly done the whatchamacallit, the kind of typical multiplayer method, the non-pay method. No, I mean, you might be able to join someone's server, you know what I mean, if you find a community or something like that. But otherwise, it's invite based, and then it's going to run locally on your system. But no, besides the pay method or joining someone's server that they're paying for, I don't know of any free servers for this game. To answer your question, if that helps. But even playing by yourself, this game can be a lot of fun. But I assume if you're asking to play multiplayer, you've probably already started playing it by yourself. I hate it when the power gets low. It's because we have no wind. And you know what? I can make solar panels now that I have that copper, but do I really want to use my limited copper? Why do I play with a controller? Because I use my PC for streaming, and I play mostly off of the Xbox Series X. I can play this on the PC, but until I upgrade, which hopefully I'll do in the next year, This game, my PC probably can't handle both Astroneer and streaming at the same time. So hence why I'm playing with the Xbox Series X controller. However, the Xbox Series X does run this game very well. You're not going to get 144 or 120 frames per second like you would in a PC. That's sad. Yours can. I'm glad. Also, I mean, the Xbox in general, this is going to run better and it's going to look better for graphics wise. So I figured also for stream, you know what I mean. But I don't mind. I'm pretty sure you can. Can you play cross-platform with this game? I wonder. I think you can. Oh, thank you, Ice Ninja, for the follow. Welcome to the brine. You seem pretty cool too. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm so sick of waiting for this. Like a lion pride. Sorry, I think I missed the context there. However, I did go to Hofstra. That's where I went to college, and we were the Lions. Oh, we're not the Lions. We were the Pride. We were the Hofstra Pride. It was a weird school though, because it had a bit of an identity crisis at one point. Because it changed from the Flying Dutchman was the original thing, like the ship, because Hofstra had an association with the Dutch. Oh, Pride. Oh, no. Did I say Pride instead of Brine? I might have misspoken. Welcome to the brine. The brine, like BRINE, brine, because we're pickles, right? Pickles in the brine. Lions make prides, and sometimes they kick other bad lions out of it. I don't see why that wouldn't be true. You can only also ever have. Speaking of lion families and dynamics, you will sometimes see multiple male lions, right? Like bachelor groups together in kind of like are they bachelor pods? I don't know, but they'll hang out because they're not fighting for dominance over a pride with females. Otherwise, in a lion pride, you'll only ever see one male. And multiple females, which is interesting. So you'll either see, so if you have lions in zoos, you can only ever have multiple like male lions together with no females, or you have one male per however many females or one female. We love animal stuff in this channel. We stream Zoo Tycoon and a whole bunch of other stuff. But I've talked about it before. We love because when I was a kid, I wanted to be an ecologist or a zoologist or whatever. Originally a paleontologist, but then dinosaurs are dead and it didn't seem as interesting to me. So I switched over to that, and then we switched. I somehow became a TV producer. So that's just how it is. That's how life rolls. You're an Omega in your pack. Oh, so Omega like that. That's like it goes like Alpha and then Omega, right? Hey, well, it's good to be in a pack, you know what I mean? You don't always got to be the alpha every time you're in a pack, you know what I mean? Sometimes you can be, but it's how it works. Omega is kind of the runt of the pack. Hey, but there's kind of like a cool side of being an Omega too, you know what I mean? To roll with the pack, if that makes sense. I try to look at the positive side of it. I'm sorry if but that's just my vibe to it. Debatable, as all things are. Let's see, except for the fact that Bill Nye the Science Guy is a cool dude, hence why we named the stream today after Bill Nye. Also non-debatable is that Sarah loves Bill Nye. Oh, you didn't mean to put that. I don't know if I can forgive that. I don't know if I can forgive that, Ice Ninja. You might have crossed the line. God, this thing is taking forever. We got 100 bytes out of it. That's it. Okay, we have to go on like an actual quest here to get bytes, apparently. Oh, okay. Where's my tractor? Forgot where the tractor is. Oh, there it is. No, that's not the tractor. That's the buggy. Here's the tractor. Okay, it's got all this stuff on it. Puts truck driver music on. All right, we got the tractor. We're gonna go get some stuff to get bits. Or I keep saying bits. It's bytes. Bytes. If I actually had any truck driver music, I'd play it right now, but I don't think I have any copyright free on file. Skyblock. I actually don't play Skyblock. I don't know what Skyblock is. Minecraft Hypixel. Oh, it sounds cool. I play Minecraft sometimes, but not entirely too often. What we're actually me and Sarah are doing a Stardew Valley stream right now is the game that's most in that vein that we're playing at the moment. We've been doing that on Tuesdays, and then I've been doing this on Saturdays lately. You've been playing it for 7 years. Oh, well, shit, you. I mean, did I lose power? I lost power. Oh, I forgot to put a power source on this. Well, if you've been playing for 7+ years, you must be a well-versed player then. Ooh, nice. Organic item. This will work. All right, that's one. We need 3 of these. Sometimes you brag. Sometimes your girlfriend too. Hey, you know, I mean, bragging has a negative connotation, but sometimes there's a bit of a healthy brag. You know what I mean? You gotta post up sometimes. I was telling Sarah this the other day. Sometimes you gotta post up, and just kind of, you know. I mean, clearly that's not the Omega thing to do, but you got to do it sometimes. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Let's go back home. How do I do the compass again? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I wonder what's worth more, those blue ones or the green ones? All right, let's get back. Ooh, we're weaving today. We're weaving in and out. Little expedition there. All right, cool. Run it. Cool. It's funny to see her reaction. Hey, what are you gonna do? $711 bits from this guy in 5 minutes, which will put us at our target of 5,000. All right, let's grab this guy. We'll run him over here. Is there anything we could do to fill the time of 5 minutes? This byte, I'm not going to say it right today, I don't think. This byte collection is just taking so long. Just to buy these simple schematics. There's no missions we've completed, I don't think, right? For, oh yeah, this could be a quick way to get bytes. Unlock, print, and attach a boost mod to the terrain tool. Boost mod. Boost mod for 1,000 bytes, but then we'll get... I don't know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Small camera. You can build a camera in this game? Oh, you can build the trumpet horn. That's right. I forgot about the trumpet horn. Let's see. Moving and hauling. Tractors and trailers are good for transporting items and resources. Print a tractor. I already printed a tractor. Oh, you know what? This just must not have been active at the time that I did print the tractor. But that'll give us 1,500 bytes. Oh, print a small generator to the power network. Oh, we can do that. We can do that. We can just get some compound. And then we'll... Do I not have any compound? No, I turned it all into tethers. And I need soil to make compound. Okay, so we'll get soil. And this will get us bits quickly. Alright, let's see. Oh, let's get this. We got that collection of these guys over here. A little low on power. Maybe I should just make a solar because it's just taking so long with all this stuff. Like, I think I took all of our solar with us to the moon and we left it there, which was not super smart to do. So now we're kind of just biding our time when the wind's not blowing. You get what I'm saying. Because we only have 2 other coppers, right? And then to make a medium solar, you need 2 coppers. We have 1 of these aluminum alloys. Yeah, I left all the solar on the moon. Because I just wanted to bring all that wolframite back. I just got to make a solar just because it's making this process like hell, you know what I mean? You know, I'm never going to use this power cell otherwise. Maybe I just hook this up. Just speed up a little bit. I used about 2 of them and then it started going again. We never found out what this platform does. I mean, I guess it's just a platform, but it's like designed to have an auto arm on it. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. So maybe if we do this. Yeah, so this platform is like specifically designed to have an auto arm on it. All right, cool. That makes sense. I want this to be more like that, yeah. So it'll grab that stuff. Perfect. And it's going to put it over here. Cool. Hey, we got enough bytes. Oh, let's build this guy. Large rover. EXO chip times 2, aluminum alloy times 1, and rubber. Oh, we're going to have this. So we're going to dig to the center of the Earth next time, that means. Alloy. EXO chip. Times 2. Oh, I'm full. Oh, I have so many canisters. Okay, go dump these guys over here. Okay, now, finally, we're at an exciting point. Very nice. Woo! EXO chips. I forget what else I needed. And rubber. So we need resin and carbon to make rubber. Carbon. And we don't have any resin. So close. Where would the resin be? Over here. This was the resin location, right? Like the deposit. Yeah, resin. Say how much we needed. Oh, I have so many EXO chips now. I'm just gonna scan this thing. Oh, there's more here. There's some resin. You think 2 is enough? I think so. Right, because it's a large item, so I think it needs 5 resources. So 2 EXO chips, like, you know, 4 to 5 resources. 2 EXO chips, 2 resin things, and then plastic. Or not 2 resin, rubber. 2 EXO chips, a rubber, and a plastic should make sense. All right. Come on, easy bake oven. Give us something good. Easy bake oven. Woo! It's gonna be cupcakes. No, it's gonna be brownies. It's gonna be a cake. That's like, you know, mostly like liquid because it doesn't really cook anything. It's just a light bulb. But then also there was like the one for boys, which was like the whatchamacallit? Like the monster thing. What was it? It was like some sort of wacky monster labs thing, and then you'd make like slimy gooey things instead of the easy bake oven. It was the one for boys, and you could eat it. Large rover, we're building it. Woo! Oh, we've been waiting for this for so long. Thank goodness we're doing it. That's a J. J's in the chat. Yeah, I remember Ice Ninja. What's up? Ugh. Let us see. How long is this one gonna take? So it was only 4 things. Oh look, it's like eating away at the EXO chips. Oh, that's so weird. They're like floppy disks. You see these chips? They're like individual floppy disks. Oh, so we can just watch it slowly eat them away. Oh, you know what? Let's turn this off. That's consuming power. Oh, I'm a dummy. Can turn this off. Oh, you can stop the research, but you can't turn off. Oh, well, that was a mistake. I've got quite a setup here. Yeah, you know it. I'm very proud of this now. This is going very well, considering. I didn't think this was gonna get to this point today, but we're cruising it, and we're gonna set us up for a big adventure next time that we play it. Give us a tour? Yeah, I could give you a tour. So this is the rover that's being built here. Clearly, this is when we started, right? Do I have a Discord server? No, I actually don't have a Discord server, but I have been thinking of making one. I currently just have the Instagram social platform. I have 2 YouTube channels, one with a archive of all the past streams, and then one with the kind of edited content that I make, because I'm trying to do more. I do edited content for work, for the job that I do, but I'm trying to work on my own stuff and kind of flex that creative muscle a little bit and, get better at that stuff. So bottom line, we have a YouTube channel as well. So we have Instagram, YouTube, this Twitch channel, and a YouTube channel for archive stuff. But no Discord as of yet, but I have thought about making one. Sorry to disappoint if you were looking for one. But all that should be down below in the About section, I think. All the links and everything. But your note has been taken, and I will start thinking more about making a Discord server. You're not the first person who's asked me that. Hey. Oh, so, Sarah, I was giving the tour, right? All right, so this is the spaceship where we landed. And once this wasn't the ship. We landed kind of in the pod and then in this thing. So, and this was our original base, right? And you can go in here and you can enter the base and just be in the base. There's really no point to this, but we're in the base, and then we're going to exit. And then we're going to go over here, and the next thing we built was this small printer, and we printed things. And with the small printer, we printed the medium printer, and with the medium printer, we printed the large printer. And with the large printer, we print things like the rover and the large platforms, and we printed this research chamber. And with the medium printer, we printed this wind turbine, and these are all the resources that are just kind of scattered all over the place, and a random wind generator that's not hooked up to anything. Now it is. This is the platform. This is the spaceship that we took to the moon. This is the big platform that we made. This is an auto arm that we found. I have no idea how to actually make it, but maybe we could now that we have all this stuff. And this is the other platform that we found. I have 3 wind turbines not hooked up to anything over here too. Why is this the case? I can't tell you, but what can I hook this up to something? There you go. So this is great. I'm just gonna hook these up real quick. And then we just built this chemistry lab here, and this is our research chamber, of course, where we research things like this big blue apple. And we have our smelter, and that's pretty much the tour. We also have this random large platform that's not being used for anything. I don't know why that's there. And the soil centrifuge, which has been this is a big kind of like this saves a lot of time because you just need to get soil instead of actually looking for these individual resources. So that's very nice and it helps you progress. And oh, did I show the buggy and the tractor? Oh, so this is our parking area. Also, we have some resources here. This is the tractor, which we go on expeditions with. This is the buggy, which we can take around and go real fast to places, but it's kind of a bit of a turbulent adventure, and it's not as nice as the tractor, to be honest. But the buggy and the tractor are about to become irrelevant because we have... Can I carry it? No, it doesn't let me carry this, unfortunately. Ow. We're going to put this here because we got a giant-ass rover, and we're about to unbox it. 3, 2, unboxing the rover. Oh, he's a big boy. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, I gotta build a rover seat, among other things. Yeah, it's a real big rover. It's about as big as you can ask for. I think you can like get multiple of these rovers too, and you can link them together and make like a train out of them. And what I'm gonna do is next time I want to make drills that are gonna go on the front of this. In order to make the drills, what do I actually need? I think it'll be here. Yeah. Where are these drills at? So this is a rover seat. So a winch. An experiment that went horribly wrong or right. I have no idea what a winch is. All right, so we can make a rover seat using two compound things. There you go. These are drills. So we can make... Oh, so a paver. We can attach this to a rover and create roads. And it requires a soil can. How strange is this? This can pave things. So we can like pave this base area, I guess. Silicon aluminum alloy. So this needs tungsten carbide, which we can make. And ceramic. So we're going to make 2 drills, and we're going to put that on the front of our rover. We can't make these other ones because we need titanium. We're not quite there yet. But there are planets where we can get titanium. I forget which planets they were. All right, so we need to get this drill strength 1, and that's gonna be 2,500 bytes. Yeah, if I could buy that today, that'd be nice, but I don't know how we're gonna do that. You know what? I have that large thing, right? I have this large platform. Why don't I build another research chamber and then I can research things twice as fast? Wouldn't that be a smart idea? All right, so let's go put this over there. God, why didn't I think of this earlier? All right, let's go here. And we'll put this guy in there. We'll research that. Cable plug. How much does it take to actually build a research chamber again? That's a medium printer task. Research chamber, resin and compound. Oh, but then isn't that another task? Oh, so we have a compound. How many need? 1 or 2 compounds? 1 resin and 2 compounds. There's ceramic in there? What is that? Clay. Alright, so we're going to go over here to where the compound of the resin is, or whatever it is, and we'll get a little bit more. Oh, there's compound here. Oh. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build a bridge down there. Like, it's going to be at, like, this angle. A little ramp here. Very nice. I know I'm using the soil that I'm supposed to be keeping to do this, but... Okay, that's 1 compound. No, I don't want organic material. There you go. Apparently there's some over here. Nice. All right, that's 2 compounds. Oh, I'm gonna suffocate. Nice. Okay. 2 compounds, and we have enough soil to make resin. That's still going over there. Get together all the times are going to suffocate. I don't know if it's been as many times as Stardew fails, though, so I still think that's the priority. But I get what you mean. Maybe more of an Instagram video. Alright, let's get this resin made. Take this. I just need 1 resin anyway, right? Yeah. Oh, you have to go? No problem, Ice Ninja. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you coming out and checking out the stream. Thank you for the follow before. Welcome to the brine. As we say around here, so the system we have, followers are pickles and everyone else is a cucumber. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with either. Sometimes, if you want to be a cucumber, that's great too. It's just like, a pre-brine pickle, but. Oh, I'm sorry. There's always reason to be happy, though. You know what I mean? positives in life, but sorry if you're feeling down at all. Let's see. Okay, so we're building this little guy right here. Another research chamber. Oh, but I didn't think. Oh, that's gonna take the whatchamacallit, the power away from this. I don't have any solar, and I left that all on the moon. Oh, I have a battery. Let me hook up that battery. How much longer you got? No, I can't even see. I guess I can tell based on how much compound versus resin is used. Oh, we are stopped dead. Oh, we're back. One must have picked up. All right, research chamber. Nice. Oh, okay, so I should get there by the time both of those are done. And that should take 5 minutes. But otherwise, let's get the rover seat. And then I think we'll call it a day today. Rover seat needs 2 compound. We have 1 compound. All right, yeah, we're definitely going to end it. Once we buy the drill, we're going to end it for today and be good with that. Do we have soil for the soil centrifuge? Soil! Just excavating out this area. All right, we're full on soil. More soil. Oh, I should build that long slide. That is a great idea. But you know, I think with the rover, I might be able to build that like slide long enough and wide enough. I'll be able to get that sliding achievement, no problem. So I think that that's like linked with that. You know what I mean? We need compound. "35 minutes? Oh, the power's too strained. I knew that wasn't a real 5 minutes. So we might as well. So we have tungsten. Let's make that tungsten carbide as well. Oop, I have carbon. I have an AXO chip I don't need. Alright, let's go make tungsten carbide. Easy bake oven. So good news is we should be pretty set on resin and compound for a while. Tungsten carbide is done. Why did I need the compound again? I forgot what I was doing. What was I doing? I'm just having total amnesia right now. What was I in the middle of just doing? Tungsten. I needed the tungsten carbide so that I could make the rover, but why did I need the compound? Was it for the drill? Rover seat. That's why I need the compound. Okay. I knew it was something small. So let's go here. Wait, no. In America, you drive on the other side. Yeah, there you go. You drive on that side of the rover. So we're gonna put the rover seat up there. All right, that's still researching. We need power for the rover. You know what? I have those like 3 wind things over here, which are actually probably not helping too much. What's taking up spots here? Carbon, I don't need that. Let's put these on the rover. Oh, wow, that's a lot of power. Because this thing's probably going to eat up a ton of power, so we're definitely going to need some wind energy sources on there and a battery or two. You know what? Why don't I make batteries for here? Oh, that's a good idea. Don't we have some zinc? Zinc. Zinc. Let's make 2 batteries. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Where'd I put that zinc? Talk about how smart I am, and I just lost a piece of zinc. There it is. Yeah, put that right there. And put this right here. All right, that should help a little bit for when we're going through rough patches without any wind. 1 minute left. Cool. We got the rover here. Not quite there on the bits front. I'd like to point out that I've done this without Anton today, which was a big step for me. Not having someone there to be your resource encyclopedia who worked at NASA for however many years. I'm very proud of the progress that we've made today, in spite of that. There we go, 10 seconds. Hey, we got enough. Drill strength 1. Let's do it. We need ceramic and tungsten carbide. So we have the tungsten carbide. I believe we have ceramic. And that's a small printer. You know what? We need another tungsten carbide, don't we? Where's the other tungsten over there? Another ceramic. Where's the ceramic? The clay. Let's turn this into ceramic. Hey, that's a J. Oh, Sarah, did you try out any of those other commands today? Any of the new commands? Besides the let's play a game. Actually, no, I think there's just one that's listed. Did I not include it on there? No, I didn't include it on there. Oh, let me have a look. You know that one. Let me look at the commands tab. There we go. Try that. Try the commands tab now. There you go. I think there's one on there that you haven't done before. Yay, shark facts. Some of those are so bad. I need to like really go through some of those and make sure there's nothing in there that's too dicey. But I think we should be good. It's a different one every time. Same thing for Christians. That wants to be command. Oh, you know, I mean, I'm putting it on record here. But if anyone ever sees this in my chat, if you go command CRHYCRHI as one word, because that's Christian's nickname. We don't know actually how to pronounce it. It's like tree. I don't really know. But it was a typo I made for his name once. And that's been his nickname ever since, whenever we text. No, switch the I and the Y there. It's not intuitive. All right, cool. And we got the ceramic. Now let's craft 2 of these drills. Oh, nope, swap the H and the first H and the R. I might have missaid it. Oh, I didn't get that ceramic. There you go. That's your quote for the day. I think he's going to love it. Yeah, I'm getting kind of hungry too. Don't worry. I'm gonna quit out after this. I unbox these drills. Oh, I need these in the front, right? So these wind powers got to go somewhere else up there. All right. All right, let's unbox these drills. Oh boy, those are the drill babies. Oh, okay. I'm gonna drive around in this for 1 second just to show you, give you a tease for what this is gonna look like next time. Honestly, I probably want to have these up here. Stop it! Right there. All right. This is the rover. How do I drill? X? Probably, yeah. So this is our new big rover that we have, which we've worked so hard to build. Let's dig into this resource a little bit here, this compound. So we want some compound, right? Is it RB? Oh, so that turns it on. There we go. This is the rover. Oh, I ran out of power. Apparently. Well, I still have some of that battery there. I guess for the drill. All right, anyway, that was the rover. That was a little taste. We're going to dig to the center of the Earth next time. What we definitely need, though, is we definitely need a couple, like another battery or two on here. And we'll probably throw some medium storages so we can store even more stuff, you know what I mean? But we'll save that for next time, and then we're going to dig to the center of the Earth and go on an expedition. But we got all this compound here, which is pretty cool. Oh, you said you were dealing with crying? Oh, no, I am. I don't know if you can hear that, but he's definitely meowing a lot. Little Harold boy out here. All right. We got to go feed Harry. Thank you, everyone, for coming out today. This was a load of fun to progress and get to this point now. I didn't know that we were going to get to this today. Next time we are going to journey to the center of the Earth next time we play Astroneer. Let's see if there's anybody to raid today, actually. Usually I'm not so good at looking for people to raid because there's never anyone on when I get off. But we're streaming earlier today. So we're going to save and quit out of here. But we're going to go to camera no border. And we're going to get up the tunes. Get them under right there. Get the music underneath. And then we're going to look at raids. Oh, Uncle Bandit is live. Why don't we raid Uncle Bandit then? Yeah, you guys will love Uncle Bandit. If you don't know him, he's a regular, I think. You know, he's all right. So I've never raided before. So what are we gonna do? It's gonna be a pickle party raid, right? Does that sound good? So we're gonna go woo pickle party when we come in, okay? I don't have any emotes or anything, so we're gonna say pickle party raid. All right, just getting prepped. Got it. All right, Roger that. We're gonna raid. I think we're just a party too, but that's fine. Thank you guys for coming out. We'll see you next stream. Get ready to raid.